What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another video. This is more Pegasus, and he is now talking about Hasan's friend group is falling apart. This probably has to do with a lot of infighting going on, and a lot of streamers turning on each other due to, like, drama and everything in the streamer sphere. Not too surprising, because I mean, that's how these people get their lives and go about everything and make the amount of money that they do. I mean, look at Amaranth constantly faking fights with her husband, and then you have Pokimane, who is just an insufferable retard, and you have Hasan, who lying is OP, and then Valkyrie and friggin' all the other ones. Just groups of dumb people just saying and doing the stupidest things ever. But anyways, before we get fully into this, make sure you guys check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 and get 10% off. I get a little bit of a kickback, helps me and my channel out. They are a smaller company that helps content creators much like myself. And, they have 15 different, energy drink flavors, zero sugar, non-jittery energy supplements. Go check them out and let me know what y'all think. Let's get into this.
Even Voyager 1 subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is very mad after he finds out that people are messaging every person he interacts with his infamous clips of shocking Kaya and supporting terrorists. He's blaming Ethan for some reason. Hasan is desperately trying to walk back his October 7 statements, justifying essay on women, trying to hide his power level. Bastard. His unhinged 7-year subscribers continue to view terrorist attacks as a good thing. Yikes.
That's not surprising.
A clip has surfaced of Hasan threatening to kill Charlie Kirk after he gets frustrated watching his debate. Looks like he got what he wanted. A 6-minute compilation of Hasan glazing terrorists is going viral on Twitter. Massive updates to the Sai Kuno situation. After being exposed for being a horny cheater, his friends started turning on him one by one. His close friend, This Guy's Toast, has responded, calling out all these supposed fake friends. Dog Shocker defender Valkyrie continues to embarrass herself, tweeting and deleting and apologizing constantly. Pathetic. Asmongold has responded, calling out the fake streamer complex. Subscribe or I send you on a trans-Luna injection to the moon. Wait, that sounds awesome. You can meet Alien 224, the GOAT. Big fan of the legendary series.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, so last time we talked about Hasan's many new racist clips that were surfacing and how he didn't get a ban for any of them. Again, disclaimer for YouTube bots, we do not support the views being said here by Diddy Piker. He's a racist piece of shit, and we condemn all these statements.
This is all educational
figured out
purposes.
How to work a fire extinguisher? You're really gonna fucking act like that's not impressive? You chinless, inbred hick coming in here being like, my grandpapa came here under just means.
Yeah, we changed it.
Angloid skull must be studied for peasant brains. I thought that's why we had to kill some fucking goat herders in Afghanistan, right?
Right, classic Hasan. So anyways, now apparently he's been meeting up with all sorts of new people, and he's unable to catch a break. Basically, everybody is spamming them with clips of him. Hasan sends Ziwi a message after chatter informs him that Ethan Klein's audience completely brigaded her Instagram post with questions about Kaya and well-known biker controversies. Ziwi is widely known for asking all of her guests difficult questions. Right, so this is apparently the person Hasan is going to meet with or do an interview with. Ziwi Fumido is an American comedian, writer, and actress. She's known for her satirical commentary on politics, there we go, race relations, and young adulthood. Right, so I have absolutely no idea who this is at all. First time I'm hearing of this person. But any person, in general, needs to be warned about Hasan Diddy Piker. Any human being, any animal, any dogs that interact with him, you gotta show them the Kaya clips.
Z-Way posted on our IG channel, broadcast, and asked people to drop questions for your appearance. And of course, Ethan Klein Cultist shared it on their sub. And they completely brigaded it with a bunch of questions about Kaya, about being pro, helping Trump win, etc. There's barely any normal questions. It's the only question thread with hundreds of comments. I hope you reach out to Z-Way and let her know what's going on. Thank you for informing me. I'll do that. Just another psychosexual stalker. How do you keep catching these dudes like
Psychosexual stalker.
Pokeballs?
So retarded.
Another beautiful day of Hasan Piker whining. Hasan, for the love of God, how is it stalking?
You know, if you didn't support terrorism, if you didn't call for the death of, landlords, if you didn't call for the death of, a sitting state representative, if you didn't sit there and lie all the time, if you didn't spread hate and, a certain agenda, you probably wouldn't be getting the hate that you got there, Hasan. Like, did you ever think about that?
To inform people of what you've done. This is not psychosexual stalking or whatever you're saying. These are basically just good citizens, right? Good people letting the public know who Hasan Piker is. And, if it's true what you say, that you're completely innocent in everything and everything
Right.
is out of context, then you should have no problem answering all of those clips to this person. And it's not like
Right.
they're lying about
Exactly.
anything. They're just showing them the clips of you denying, great power.
Exactly, and all these people who constantly go, "Oh, they're out of context," or "Oh no, they're lying," "Oh this," "Oh that." It's like the clips are there. They're full out, unedited clips of Hassan saying horrific things. You can't deny it.
Happening on October 7. They're showing the clips of you shocking your dog publicly multiple times.
Pulling
And
the dog's
in my
tail.
opinion, these are basically just public service announcements, right? Basically warning people to stay away from Hasan Piker. And they
Yeah.
should really be doing this to any guest, any new or famous person that he's interacting with. And you really don't have to be like an Ethan Klein cultist to warn people about you, right? And I love how immediately panicked he is. Just like, oh my God, I got a messenger. Hey, just a heads up. Your post is getting brigaded by slop tubas. Oh my God. Don't believe them. I, Hasan Piker, am telling you the truth. As I infamously said,
Lying is OP, as I say all the time.
don't believe them, of course.
Yeah.
People responded, his community accusing people of brigading is peak hypocrisy.
Right.
We got Hasan in Discord going, brigaded, boys. And it's like an XQC clip. I don't know if this is like ironic or something, but he has explicitly brigaded a bunch of stuff in the past. Like, whenever there's like an interview on YouTube, he'll be like, oh yeah, what are all these comments, bro? You gotta go there, like the video, go comment there, change the public opinion basically, because he's a man baby who can't handle actual criticism, right? I hate people who brigade. These people are such bad faith loser, racist Israel dick riders. Chat, go brigade our Instagram.
Right.
Thanks, nephew. Regarded chatters
Exactly.
in a chat room that sympathizes with literal terrorists and murderers, calling someone else cultists. These same weirdos spamming hearts over.
Well, with what we've seen, right, I wouldn't be surprised if Hassan is in a cult because he was calling freaking white people inbred weirdos and freaking talking about how, like, the peasant brain needs to be freaking investigated and shit. So, I wouldn't be too surprised if, because, his firsthand experience with his grandma and grandpa being first cousins would make a lot of sense with the whole, like, him being in a cult thing and calling people cults and shit. So, I bet that's what it is.
Murdered U.S. Embassy members, by the way. But yeah, Ethan is the unhinged fan base, totally. Informer
Yeah.
about what? And we got the beautiful Excuseless from Diddy Pica.
Love it.
Wonderfully documented, even though it's only about half. It was posted in the sub well after the Ziwi post. They so badly need a villain to blame Hasan on because people can't organically hate Hasan. Oh, absolutely. He needs a
You can't organically hate Hassan. The dude and his grandfather or uncle, and I think grandfather, literally raised the rent of a whole entire tenant building by double. So, yeah, you can. The dude is a lying sack of shit, calls himself a socialist, communist, but yet he lives like a capitalist. He makes all his money off of capital. He's a capitalist, and y'all are falling for his dumb, retarded shit.
scapegoat, right? It has to be Ethan, Asmongold, Israel, Sloptuber, somebody. They hate Hasan, so they're obviously Ethan fans. I love how he always takes the word of any chatter in his chat, right? Who consistently rage bait him, consistently lie about verifiable info. I mean, at first I was like, okay, surely they're doing a little bit of research before Hasan highlights them in chat. And then I saw myself in there saying that I support the Jeffrey Island guy, which is just objectively fucking false. So, Yeah, that's basically the type of info Hasan is receiving.
Yep.
Do you know Z-Way? That's a good one. Right, so basically, if you didn't know, if you missed the previous episodes, basically a bunch of people are trying to get Hasan deported. They're bringing
one of
up
them.
his infamous quotes supporting a bunch of terrorists. So Hasan is desperately trying to do a bunch of damage control, right? And he's using an old trick he talked about on podcasts where he hides his power level, essentially, right? When reacting to himself, Twitch streamer Hasan Piker continues to minimize October 7. Hasan is now softening his rhetoric in his arguments, most likely because of the recent criticism he's facing for his extremist, controversial arguments, talking points that he's had in the past. Yeah, so basically he's trying to walk it back, but he still does it in like the worst way possible. And the funniest thing is that he tries to come out as the hero here while blaming one of his like subscribers, who's a 7-year subscriber and basically represents everything Hasan does.
We oftentimes talk about just Hamas. It's almost like a catch-all term. Hamas is only one component of the Palestinian resistance. The Al-Aqsa flood was actually conducted not only by Hamas, but Palestinian Islamic Jihad's own militant forces, PFLP, DFLP, and numerous other, even including Fatah militias as well that still existed in Gaza. So this was a military operation initially that was Couldn't you say that October 7 had a positive effect on the world's view Israel is hated now? No, he didn't ask me that question. And also, I wouldn't say that regardless. He asked me on Palestinians. I mean, Palestinians were genocided in the aftermath of October 7. This is me taking the long road in a way that is more palatable.
So you're okay with the grapes because of the fact that people were genocided after the fact. So how are you going to justify the attack of the people on October 7th beforehand then? And I mean, the innocent civilians that were attacked by Muslim jihadists, like terrorists, who murdered and raped all those people. So you're saying that they were justified in doing that because they knew a genocide was going to happen? Like, really?
The liberals to help them identify that, genocide is unjustifiable against the Palestinians regardless of October 7. And not only that, but also things weren't fine for the Palestinians pre-October 7, which is exactly what led to October 7. Okay? I am explaining things.
Why do the Palestinians, like the Muslims and the Israelis, just come together and say no more fighting? Our people don't deserve this. Our citizens don't deserve this. Why won't either side do that? And all these people who are Israel dick riders and Muslim dick riders are fucking retarded because both sides are wrong. Both sides should sit there and talk. If y'all are tired of fighting, y'all are tired of war, you're tired of death and destruction and bombs and living in bunkers and shit, then talk. Be civilized and talk.
To a liberal audience as to why Palestinians resist.
But they won't.
Okay?
Yes, of course. I'm dumbing it down for the idiot liberals, of course. They don't understand that you have to support terrorists, actually. I, Hasan Piker, and the left flank, the revolutionary, the socialist, the communist, these small-minded, regular idiot liberals. Of course, they don't understand. The biggest idiot I encountered was Ethan Klein, of course. He was trying to care about civilians. We cannot be having that. So Hasan goes, I'm dumbing down my stances so that they fall for the bait, right? It's a very easy strategy. Just sprinkle in a little bit of LGBT and then Hezbollah. Boom. Boom. It's the bait and switch. Also, what kind of psychos are watching you, Hasan? That's a 87-month subscriber. 7-year subscriber of Hasan. Holy brainworms. The brainworms are being eaten by other brainworms.
People like that, there's no point on even talking to them.
That October 7 had a positive effect. Yes, guys, because Israel is hated, right? So it's a positive effect, guys. The women and children that were killed, part of it, who gives a fuck? According to the lovely Hasan subscriber, it's a positive effect, guys. Innocent civilians dying, positive effect. I love that on the Hasan Piker broadcast, they really emphasize not caring about human lives.
Right.
And make no mistake, this is because of Hasan.
And they're the side of
His
tolerance
audience is crazy.
and understanding.
But this person has been subscribed to Hasan for 7 years, meaning they're like, oh shit, okay, Hasan really represents me right now. He really says the shit I want to say, right? And that's the type of shit they're saying. He presents one face to his audience and quite another to normie Democrats. He thinks he's clever, but it's backfiring now. Oh, absolutely. This is exactly what he tries to do. He tries to present himself as, very, very normie, very normal. Oh, I have regular lefty opinions. Everyone should interact with me. And then on his stream, he's talking about terrorism. And the thing that is so stupid is that this isn't a private meeting. Hasan is publicly fucking streaming. The only reason some people haven't come to terms with Hasan is because nobody is sitting through the 10-hour streams, right? Nobody can physically do that. So they're like, okay, I look at the surface here. All right, looks like regular lefty opinions, whatever. But all you need to do is watch the legendary series and then look at all the clips, the infinite amount of clips of Hasan being completely fucking insane. Day after day, it gets worse and worse and worse. And every time, even last episode, it somehow got worse. Hasan was racist to another group of people, Polish people. It's actually insane. His chatter asked him if October 7 was a good thing because people hate Israel now. Oh yeah, they hated Israel all this time. But because of October 7, everybody came along. So therefore, it's a good thing. That's like basically the logic they're going by. And basically all the human lives that were lost and the atrocities committed, that's excusable, right? Because now more people have the same opinion they have, and that's the only thing important in life. Moving on to another disturbing Hasan clip. Basically, one of you guys sent me this, and it's apparently Hasan threatening to murder Charlie Kirk. And oh my god, I can't believe nobody has found this clip yet, but it's time to print the presses. And of course, cherry on top here, he's talking to Destiny, who also said he wants all conservatives to be genocided.
I'm ready for the great cleansing, dude.
Cleansing?
Cleansing.
What cleansing?
When we genocide conservatives in this country.
Wow. Yeah, that's lefties for you.
Maybe. I gotta go back to Nebraska and grab
They're
it.
so
what
educated.
About Democratic mayors? It's like, what the f*** are you talking about, dude? We're f***ing talking about socialized medicine, and you f***ing turn around and you f***ing ask a question about murderous cities and their Democratic mayors. I want to f***ing kill him, dude. I want to kill.
Whoa! In a video game.
I meant it's just not in a video game setting.
Yeah, no. So this right here should be used as a means of getting him arrested. Because Charlie Kirk was literally killed. What if you find out that the assassin of Charlie Kirk was a fan of Hasan Piker? And this is exactly why what you say as a content creator does fucking matter, especially if you're someone like Hasan or Asman or Tectone. You have millions of viewers, you have hundreds of thousands of views. Your opinion fucking matters. So if you're literally going to sit there and say what he just said, you can guarantee someone who's just as crazy or crazier than you is going to do it.
I wanna own him in a video game setting.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
in
you
a
should be
video game.
arrested.
Yeah.
Fuck. In a debate. I want to kill him in a debate in Minecraft.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go, Hasan. Well, you definitely got what you wanted, Hasan. He's dead. He got assassinated. Actually, 2 weeks before another debate with you where he would probably do the same thing again. And of course, you were pretending to be sad for 5 seconds on stream before immediately finding a billion ways to justify it.
These people have played a formative role in Charlie Kirk's situation. He has played a formative role in his own demise by playing a part in a media landscape, in a media environment that normalizes this death and destruction.
And yeah, so Hasan justified it as well. Hasan clearly wanted him dead just because he apparently pissed you off in a debate, right? And this is what happens when you try to debate an emotional man baby such as Hasan, right? And this is why people like Asmongold always refuse to debate Hasan, because he's an unhinged fucking lunatic, right? If he loses or he feels like he's being owned or something like that, he's going to threaten to neck them, right?
Yep.
And Hasan obviously won't be doing anything himself, but it's a signal to his audience members, his
who are crazy,
insane, deranged terrorist supporter audience members, psycho deranged fans, to potentially take some action. And we can basically see here that in all these years, Hasan has not changed at all, right? From the capitalist landlord clip to the Rick Scott clip to the picture of the gun on Twitter used in an assassination, which is clearly a death threat, Hasan constantly threatens other people's lives. And it's because he's so intellectually tiny, he can't actually fight with words. Which is why it's always about revolution. It's always about his friend Taylor Lorenz and how somebody has to do it. And basically making all these justifications like terrorist threats are actually a good thing. It's disgusting. It's uncivilized. It's barbaric. It's not how a modern day society should function. And genuinely, Hasan needs to be held accountable for this type of rhetoric. Now, it turns out somebody made a compilation here. Hasan Piker openly defending terrorists for 6 straight minutes. This is who is currently campaigning with Abdul Saeed running for Michigan senator. Right, so we're obviously not going to go through the 6 minutes here because we've covered a lot of this in the Legendary series, but we'll go over some bangers. Why not? There's some extended clips in there that I don't really play very often, and the context always makes it worse for Hasan.
Hezbollah is a terrorist organization. Dog, if Hezbollah is a terrorist organization, America is the top terrorist organization.
Wait, no, Hasan. America can't be a terrorist organization because if they were, then you would love them, right? Because you absolutely love them. And you actually hate America, so by that logic, it wouldn't actually work, right? It seems you just really love Hezbollah, which is why you're playing lawyer for them, right? Favorite flag, of course, the one with the AK-47. I don't know why he's denying actual facts. They are a designated terrorist org who do terrorist activities. How is that not a terrorist org?
Care.
So
he doesn't
now
care.
We've gotten to the point where it's not even Hasan defending terrorists. It's him arguing that they aren't even terrorists, right?
Yeah, they're freedom fighters.
They're just heroes. They're anime heroes like Luffy. Bro, you just can't be rewriting history like this. It's not going to work. I feel like when Hasan was growing up, he really was a different kid, right? You know, to teach kids the alphabet, they go, A for apple, B for ball. Hasan was T for terrorist, N for narcissist, D
he
for
is
dick
definitely
suck.
inbred, so very easily influenced, that's for sure.
Now, here we have the extended clip of Hasan talking about how intelligent the leader of Hezbollah is, right? Despite being very anti-LGBT, not very woke, Hasan.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen. You have to remember, a lot of these dudes, you see them in their fucking fits, and you hear about, like, some of their attitudes about, like, gay people, for example, and you immediately
they don't like
resort
them,
to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by a million. He's read more books than you could ever imagine. And also, ultimately, he is regarded as a pretty brilliant person in terms of, like, everything that he's done. You might not agree with his methods.
Yeah, so I just want you guys to remember this anytime Hasan says, oh no, the context makes it better, right? Oh no, that clip was out of context, I never glazed Hezbollah. I never said he was based. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't support him at all. Just look at the context. You pull up the context and Hasan goes, you might not like his methods, guys. What methods, Hasan? Of hanging people, bombing people?
Tossing them off buildings?
What the fuck are you on about? By the way, the leader of Hezbollah is the guy who said, if they do it even once, they are to be killed. Yeah, so that is your LGBT icon, Hasan Piker here, right? Mr. I care about trans people.
You are fucking cancer, okay?
I care about gay people, Nasrallah based. I love this guy. He's just intelligent, and he's more intelligent than you idiot in chat, okay? He's more well-read than you. He's read so many books, guys. He's read 2 million tweets like me. Anyways, here's a couple more gems. Sorry if you've seen some of these before. It's just funny back to back. And sorry, I gotta skip over the terrorist music video because there's guns blazing and a bunch of music playing. So, yeah, that was like the music video Hasan was showing his friend, right?
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Video. Sure. These were the people that the Saudis were killing, by the way. Just so you know, these fucking musically gifted individuals.
But I'm seeing these guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
No, it is. They do musicals about like their fucking like their actions all the time. And they love walking over like the American flag and the Israeli flag side by side. They will always like march on it. It's an act of for them it's an act of resistance, you know what I mean?
No,
I think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that. He is a person whose only experience is like, it's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically.
Of course, it's Anne Frank. It's Anne Frank, guys. Hasan's greatest hits never gets old. Now, hopefully, because it's been reiterated in the Legendary series, hopefully another politician picks it up and starts cooking Hasan, starts campaigning for him to be deported. And that's a W. And people keep responding. Another one, he's watching Hamas propaganda on stream and his chat loves it. Of course they do. You all are mad at Hasan, I get it. However, all of you are ignoring the fact that Twitch has allowed him to play Hamas propaganda on stream with no consequence. Oh, yep. Oh, of course, Twitch is completely complicit. Moving on to some massive updates to the Sykkuno situation and the Hasan orbiters like Valkyrie. Quick recap, Sykkuno got exposed for being a...
Okay. Well, I think we'll call it a video with the whole Hasan thing going on. Right? I'll call it on that. Now, we'll also, I guess, do a whole video on the Sykkuno thing. But, maybe we'll just keep going.
Horny 34-year-old e-boy messaging like 50 girls trying to get in their pants. Definitely a scumbag cheater and a fake person for sure, but probably not a predator. So his good friend Toast responded. Disguised Toast calls out Sykkuno's friends, throwing him under the bus. I get what Sykkuno did was effed up and why people are dogging on him, but watching his friends of years that acted close to him, used him for their own gain when he was popular, run to throw him under the bus for a few quick likes is why people say streamers are fake as F. Right? And this is likely talking about people like Valkyrie, because they're some of the only people who have commented on the situation. Valkyrie, Lily Pichu, Pokimane, these were the, close friend group here. People responded, Toast always the realist. Toast exposing the backstabbing hits different when you remember how tight this whole circle acted during the Among Us era. Really proves the point that streamer friendships are built on content potential more than anything real, and the second someone becomes a liability, the bus arrives fast. Most of his friends are women, and surprise, women don't like it when you are mass cheating on all the people in your life. Put aside the celebrity, cheaters are looked down upon heavily. This shit isn't really surprising, man.
Wrong. Like, if they're a dude, yes, they're gonna be vilified. If it's a women are going to sit there and try to excuse any and all actions, period. They always do that.
Is because streamers are fake as F and slaves to fake numbers to beg for validation, and they have no morals whatsoever. Yep. The Golden Globes Ricky Gervais speech applies to streamers as much as Hollywood celebs. That's why I call them the Hollywood of Twitch. Any person hanging out with Diddy Piker needs to be investigated. I'm telling you. The difference, the amount of money. Asbin told us the truth to our face, streamers are fake as frick. It's a fact, not an opinion. Yeah. So anyways, we got Valkyrie here continuing to be absolutely spineless. She deleted her joke about Sykkuno under Jason the Ween's tweet. Basically, we got another popular streamer, Jason the Ween, and he's kind of trolling here, acting like Sykkuno, doing the little e-boy pictures. Ray responds, let me get you more jewelry. And this is exactly what she said to Sykkuno back in 2022. I will be getting you more jewelry, because yeah. And then Toast folded as well. He deleted his tweet calling out his friends. I mean, what, bro? All these people, they keep saying something. Surprising. And then immediately looking at the public backlash and then immediately deleting it. Like, bro, can anybody stand on business? It's actually crazy. She's like 0 out of 10 on tweets since Hasan fried his dog. She does cop more shit than she deserves in general, but as a person, as for her tweets, they're freaking dog shit. Just coupled with what she chooses to speak on and skip over, just as inconsistent as Twitch bans. I will say that she's more roped into this because of her friendships, right? Because of Pokimane, because of Hasan, etc. And she feels the need to constantly defend them. God, she's so freaking stupid. She seriously needs to retire and live her life. She's too addicted to this internet fame shit. Oh my God, she responded on stream why she deleted her tweet. What is wrong with her, bro?
Do we need to talk about my tweet? No. Okay, well, I'm going to anyways. I was making fun of my own comment from a long time ago. I thought it was going to be lighthearted. It was not lighthearted. I deleted it because it, a lot more harassment, a lot of harassment. So I was like, damn, it was funny.
I
was trying to be
How are you a content
creator?
So
I thought making fun of my own comment, was gonna be fun. Get off Twitter. I don't want to get off Twitter. I like Twitter.
You should get off the internet.
But I like Twitter. I don't know, dude.
You're addicted to drama.
At the end of the day, like, I can't really change anything.
You're an idiot.
Don't do it. don't delete Twitter. No, Twitter's fine. It's okay. Stop caving to the Twitter mob. Dude, I don't even know why people are saying I'm caving to anyone. I feel like no matter what I say, people get mad at me. I feel like cave to who? Everyone hates me. I don't, what, who am I caving to? It's,
anyone
you
you
know,
can
it's
will
just,
still like
it's
you.
crazy. It's crazy. Okay, not everyone. That was an exaggeration, but an overwhelming amount.
Bro, not gonna lie, we're actually getting into Jelly Ray territories. Okay, I want to keep the nickname Jellywig because it's simply too good. But like, dude, everybody is spineless at this point. You guys are honestly giving Ludwig a run for his money, holy. And what is this ultimate victim complex? Oh my god, everyone hates me. My life sucks. I can't do anything right. God, 34 years old. You're such a baby. You're Hasan Pica age. A decade older than me. All these people are a decade older than me and acting like babies. What are you doing? So let me get this straight. You tweeted some dumb shit. You deleted. And then you instantly start apologizing to the community. I'm sorry I did that. Like, holy shit, just either don't tweet the thing or tweet it and stand on business.
Right.
You know, it really sucks to admit this, but she might actually be the one person who's not watching the Legendary series. Because if she did, then she would know my previous video's advice to get the F off Twitter. I can't believe she's actually telling, or her chat is telling her to get off Twitter, which is great advice to any human being. And she goes, no, Twitter is good. I like Twitter. Bruh,
she likes drama.
Bruh, this is an addiction, okay?
Yep.
It's not good. It's making you depressed. You literally said last video you want to do drugs because of the hate on Twitter, because XQC called you out or something.
Bro, it's taking everything in me not to just like not start doing drugs again.
Listen, not just for you, but for everybody. Twitter is a garbage hellhole of complete toxicity. Absolutely nobody likes that platform other than for like memes or something. I only use it for my videos or to look at messages from you guys sometimes, right? I haven't tweeted in years because I realized, okay, this shit is getting way too bad. But just trying to analyze her mindset here, she's basically trying to be the ultimate people pleaser, right? She's trying to maintain her good PR, desperately trying to appeal to absolutely everyone, which is always a mistake on the internet. You can never do that. You can never do that. Okay, there's always going to be one colossal regard who's going to disagree with you. And if you try to appeal to everyone, you end up appealing to no one. You cannot make everyone happy. You just got to say...
Exactly right. That is exactly why I do my content based around the way I want to do my content. And I always suggest anyone doing content creation to do that. Okay? Don't pander to one side. Don't sit there and ask your audience what they want to see, because then you might end up doing stuff that you don't like doing. Do the stuff you like doing. You'll either retain a legitimate audience and or build a continuously legitimate audience. That's the best way to go about it, instead of just like trying to pander to like different groups of subset people in your audience.
Fuck it at some point and say, okay, these people dislike me, whatever. And when you cave like this and you can't stand by your own principles or anything like that, your own words, and then the public sees it, they just lose faith in you, right? Even your own fans are like, okay, well, she's saying something, she's deleting it, she's doing it again, she's apologizing a million times, then how do I even support this person, right? Because they're going to flip-flop every single day. So honestly, my genuine advice, log off Twitter, stop commenting on drama. And it's crazy that I have to give this advice because this actively hurts me, right? When these people stop talking about drama, stop messing up, I have less content. But I still tell them that, and they never listen. They're determined to be dumb.
There's so many people on
the internet. Girl has no sense. Her team can't control her or are just as clueless. It's fresh drama and she can't help posting. Just don't post, reply, retweet, nothing. Simple as that. Wait, we got a Mr. Eric appearance. Valkyrie is a literal angel in this toxic hell side, of course. Every time she tries to be real and lighthearted, the haters swarm like flies on honey. She's done nothing wrong. Pure queen energy.
What the fuck?
Unstoppable legend. Okay, now, bait used to be believable. Okay, what the fuck is this, pal? Queen energy,
she ain't gonna
unstoppable
fuck you, bro.
legend. Really? Leave my girl alone or catch these hands for the truth. Okay, now you're slipping. Okay, now your troll is kind of slipping. I don't believe you're real anymore. I don't believe you're a true Hasan Glazer. I believe you're a terminally unemployed troll. A genuine simp go out and meet real girl. Is this an actual simp? There's no way, right? This is the greatest question of our generation. Is this guy for real? Terminally unemployed WestJet responds, holy F, that's just how the world works. Not everyone's gonna like you, and that's okay.
Right?
Facts are still facts.
This is what happens when you hide a relationship with the animal abuser, bro. Right, so then Asmon responds, calling out people like Saikuno, Valkyrie, QT, all this fake streamer complex.
Yep.
Asmon Gold talks LA streamer audiences, advises Valkyrie and QT to ignore the Twitter mobs. Like, it's just kind of lame.
Because they built an entire audience of oversensitive babies that overreact to everything, and they need to always have the moral upper hand in any sort of confrontation or any sort of interaction because they have low self-esteem and there's probably something mentally wrong with them. So what they do is they look to creators that portray a fake persona, an image of themselves that is as perfect as possible, so they can project themselves onto that person and then make themselves feel better about being losers in real life.
Pretty much, yeah.
And all of these people, like, again, I don't want to name names, but we know the names. They just have an audience of people that are like that. There's losers. They're massive losers.
Big losers.
No, they will. Like, those are the kinds of people, if, like, the social opinion of a person like that turns, they will turn with it. They have no actual loyalty because they're not real people. They're brands. Like, XQC is a real guy. He is. He's a real guy. All right. Yeah, I mean, look, I think that she, like, her, I'm just going to say it. It's her and Cutie Cinderella try so fucking hard to be liked by these Twitter losers that it's sad. It's genuinely sad. You don't have to do this to yourself. Just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop trying to worry about somebody who is just overly emotional, overzealous, and gets mad about everything. Stop giving a fuck about what they think. Just do it. Just stop caring. Easy. Problem solved.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely. This is a miserable existence, right? Sure, you're popular and you're famous, but if you're popular in this persona that isn't even you, right? And you're someone who is consistently pitchforked by your own audience, you're not even free.
You'd be so much happier doing the things you want to do and talking about the things you want to talk about than literally pandering to a group of people that you've been lying to from the beginning of content creation. It's just ridiculous, and that's how you get burnt out and kind of like lose your mind when it comes to doing content creation.
Basically just a puppet bending to their will. And it's got to be really draining to not be able to be yourself, right? And that's why a lot of these people are so insecure, so miserable all the time, is because anytime you give them compliments, it goes to the character, right? The PR person. So it never really hits the real them. You simply need to stop giving a fuck. You think I care about what some deranged Hasan fans think about me or this whole LA cabal thinks about me? I just say what I think, and I try to be as close as possible to my real self without getting banned or demonetized, of course. I actually enjoy everything I do because it's real. I genuinely dislike Hasan and any of these fake fucks. Man, back in the day, Valkyrie was tough and outspoken. She's now tiptoeing at everything she does. The consequences of meeting Hasan Paika. Every time she talks, she sounds so defeated. Probably tried to argue with Hasan a couple times, realized that didn't work, and went, yep, I give up on life. I think the reality here is that they're complaining and trying to get liked is part of their content, as it garners sympathy from their core audience and promotes more people to call out their hypocrisy. I mean, that could be the case. They do a lot of, like, sympathy, sag farming, or whatever. Right, so then Asmon talks about the Saikuno situation and how this is actually a common thing. Says it's the best advertisement for guys to get into streaming.
Listen, plenty of guys keep a roster if they can. Like, the thing is that the Saikuno drama, people might not want to hear this, is the best advertisement for guys to get into streaming in years. It's the best advertisement Twitch could ever get. You could be that guy. Guys, we're not. I'm trying to poke. There's one thing, like, a lot of young guys want more.
Well, see, people are mad at him, right? Now, granted, is it right to cheat on your spouse? No. Shouldn't have done that. But the thing is, famous Twitch female streamers also have a roster. They have a whole slew of dudes who are sending them fucking weird, inappropriate messages or pictures and a whole lot of other stuff and making these women feel a little bit special so they keep them around. Is the same thing with, like, the Saikuno guy. Now, granted, he shouldn't have freaking been in a relationship if this is what he wanted to do, but still, fact of the matter remains, women do it too. So if you're gonna, like, sit there and call this dude out, y'all better start doing the same thing for all these female streamers that are literally doing what they're doing to gain and garner male attention and male viewers, because that's what they're doing. They're not doing it for the girlies. No, they're literally doing it for simp-ass dudes who are going to watch their stupid shit.
More than anything. And that's to be able to hook up with multiple girls whenever they want. That is if you want to look at what is the main motivating factor for a man between the ages of pretty much 18 and like 118, but like mainly especially 18 to 25, 18 to 30. That's all of them. That's every single factor. That's all of the factors. I think that he is just a boy. I think he's a boy that messages a bunch of girls. He does it nonstop. Like, I saw one. Right. This dude was with his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. And then there was like a DM thing, and it said February 15th. So he's probably messaging this girl at 2 a.m. So you already took maybe your girlfriend out for Valentine's Day. That wasn't enough. Now it's time for round 2.
Right. I mean, if you're a guy and you keep like a roster or whatever, you're a degenerate. Okay, you're just a manho. And Saikuno is a dog. Okay, he's an absolute dog. He was hiding his power levels, trying to act like an innocent anime boy. And I'm really shocked it took this long to expose him, because based on what I saw on Twitter, this guy's messaged like 50 to 100 girls, bro. Like, the amount of DMs I saw, diabolical. He clearly just wanted a quick F, right? And he would basically take anyone, anywhere, anytime, right? All these sort of naked posting girls, which is just zero self-respect, zero sort of pickiness there. It's just kind of, oh, okay, this girl's hot, I'm gonna sleep with them. And as for this, like, motivating guys to get into streaming, I don't think so, to be honest. I think most people get into content creation because they really...
When it comes to streaming, you'd hope that it would be, like, making some friends and like-minded individuals, right? Not, oh, hey, I'm going to have a roster of women.
8 9-to-5s, and they want to escape that. Or they have, like, a passion or a dream, right?
9-to-5s.
If you want to get into content creation because you want to sleep with a bunch of girls, I mean... that's just the worst way to do it, because, like, I mean, it would depend on, like, what sort of audience you even have. And then the amount of effort you're putting in to become a content creator is a billion times harder than trying to get a bunch of girls, right? Because, like, this is a very, very hard career to actually have. So if you actually wanted to be like a playboy, you probably go down a different route or something. Do some fucking clavicular shit or whatever, you know. Probably take some drugs or do whatever the fuck he's doing. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, at the core of it, he's right that a lot of people want to be famous and hook up with a lot of girls. But that's just a fantasy, right? In reality, that's never going to end well. It's the same reason why hoes are usually unhappy and have, like, these serious mental problems, right? It's obviously not a healthy lifestyle. Ideally, you find one person you genuinely love and care for, and then you don't need to look at anybody else. And I feel like this should actually be a warning, right? Look at what happened to Saikuno's career. It just imploded, right? And his fans probably don't see him in the same way. He was sitting on such a shaky foundation. It's only a matter of time if your entire career is built on a lie, right? And I'm genuinely glad I don't live in freaking LA or some shit like this, right? Because these people are corrupted at the core, right? I am far, far away from whatever dog shit this is. Lol, if Saikuno did it, then we can too. Let's stream, guys. Joke Society's right. These girls were chasing clout, money, attention. Once they didn't get any, they dropped the docs. That's true. Twitch has become degenerate central. True.
Pretty
with
much,
leader Daniel Clancy. Now click this video or Saikuno.
Make sure you guys go check out Pegasus' full video. Hasan's friend group is falling apart. Make sure you guys go check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. Hopefully you all enjoyed this. I had fun. It's a perfect fucking pausing phase right there. Like, I swear to God. But make sure you guys go show Pegasus some love. Catch me from the next one, guys. Later.